What's going on, everyone? Today is the 30th. Today is Tuesday. Break even trade today, but honestly, I cannot complain. It's really not. Dude, I'm glad I executed. All right. I'm really glad I executed. I'm glad I'm breaking bad habits. And honestly, the trade analysis that I had and that I did today was just amazing. Honestly, like, couldn't have been any better. But, well, obviously, like, could have been better, but um, beautiful counter trend trade, literally amazing, A plus, had everything going for it, and I'm gonna explain what this trade was. But let's real quick jump back to 9:30, and I'll go ahead and delete all this stuff so we can move into what this is. Here, let me also make my face cam smaller, bro. Ooh, here we go. All right, so coming into the day, I'd like to note we sweep out previous session high in pre-market and we sweep out previous session low in pre-market, indicating that today's probably going to be not that good. All right, bro, come on in. This is my senior analytical quant partner. He helps me with all my quantitative analysis, and he works at IBM. Yeah, I gotta let him do his thing, bro. This is like our number one worker. This is how I pay him. He likes to be pet, but I'm just kidding. It's a she. So, when we look at the daily time frame, I'm obviously going to lean a little more bullish just because of yesterday's close, and I'm going to be eyeing this daily gap right here. We also have this buy side resting inside that daily gap. So if we sweep this, all right, please move. Please. All right. If we sweep this, I could, expect us to sweep liquidity inside the PD array and head lower, but obviously I'm bullish until that happens. Also on the 4 hour, we can see that we have a 4 hour bearish gap resting above as well. So we have two potential draws in terms of sell side imbalances where we could see a reversal for lower. However, at the open, we just rip higher. Once we don't actually sweep this high, and we get a 5 minute. Here, let me turn on my high time frame candles. We get this 5 minute gap right here. This would have been a beautiful long. However, there's just no real entry. Maybe this 1 minute change in the state of delivery, but your guaranteed TP is very, very small. So I didn't really take that. Also, you're inside the daily gap. Any idea, any chance for a reversal? There was another 5 minute long, but again, we're inside the daily gap, so I'm not looking too long into the gap. However, we are extremely bullish, so I'm not going to disregard the fact that we're bullish, but obviously I cannot justify longing into the gap. All right, put back. So obviously, cannot justify shorting. I can't justify longing into these bearish PD arrays, but I'm not gonna disregard that we are bullish, obviously. So, yeah, this 5 minute long, cool. I would probably TP at the 4 hour gap. However, when we look at ES, we notice a slowdown, and ES is also already within that upper 4 hour bearish gap, right? Meaning NQ no longer has to sweep that said gap and no longer has to tap into it. So I could potentially look for shorts now if I wanted to. But obviously I'm not going to unless we get some more confirmation. And obviously we start to rip higher. However, this chop that NQ has, this slowdown, really signifies that sellers are about to step in and we might want to go lower before we go higher. So I was looking to take a connecting trade that would be counter trend, but I wanted to take profit at somewhere where I would potentially long. I'm gonna delete this daily gap, delete this high. I'm gonna keep this up here to show you that it does not really matter. So on the 5 minute, let's look. We have a potential, oh, this is not the 5 minute. The 5 minute, we have a change in the state of delivery get formed right here. Once I see this, I immediately flip for shorts. I really want to see shorts. I think shorts look good. I think they look clean, especially coming out of this accumulation range. I think that's perfect opportunity to short. We got 15-minute CRT. We also have 30-minute CRT right here. Candle sweeps out previous candle's high. However, we do have a 15-minute or 5-minute bullish gap right here, right? So once we, tap into this, I want to see, can we use this 5-minute gap? I want to see us, we will tap into the gap, right? We will tap in, go higher to create an opportunity to short at a higher point and then go lower, right? So I want to see this 5-minute gap get respected to take us to this change in the state of delivery. That's all right? I don't want to see this hold and take us to the highs, but I'm also not going to just limit order the change in the state of delivery. I want to see some confirmation, right? I want to see that. So drop it down to the 1 minute. We have, boom, we tap into the 5-minute gap and we get a 1 minute inversion for higher and a 1 minute change in the state of delivery. However, I'm not confident that this will go to the highs. We tap into that change in the state of delivery, bang, immediately reverse this entire move. We get a 30-second inversion and I am short right here, right now. I am short. I went short, here if I can do it. Bang. Stop there. And in terms of take profit, we had a 15-minute and a 30-minute bullish gap form, right? So we have this 30-minute bullish gap. This also is a 15-minute gap. And in terms of CRT, this is the CRT low. So I would want to see this get swept. Also, we could reverse from here. So that's all I'm looking to take, is to be in there from there. So I get my entry in on that 30-second inversion. My take profit is this low down here. Looking for a smooth 3 risk to reward, right? My break-even point was this internal low, and let's just see what happens. All right, bang. So I'm gonna move break-even, and we edge the take profit, and boom, here goes break-even. So I'm gonna real quickly explain why I believe I got break-even on this trade. When we look at the 5-minute and we see this bullish 5-minute that has been respected previously, right? What can we note? We have sell side resting on the CE of this 5-minute, which also is a rejection block coming out of the 5-minute. We also have this smaller, is this the 5-minute? Am I on the right time frame? Am I? Yeah, okay, so we have this 5-minute bullish gap. We have the rejection block right here, and we have sell side resting on the CE, also resting on the 30-minute of the 30-minute gap. Why do I believe we edge this low? Well, we sweep liquidity, and then we tap into a PD array and then reject. This is completely logical. We do not have to tap into the 30-minute gap. We do not have to finish the CRT. All we have to do is move lower before we go higher, and that is exactly what price did. Right here, we are now lower than the previous low. Now we can move higher. I was really wanting to see this 30-minute get tagged, and then I could also take a long to go higher, but I got my break-even alert, set the break-even, came back, I was stopped out at break-even. Really brutal trade, honestly, because I could have been out of drawdown. If I TP'd right here, I would have been out of drawdown, but I can't really think like that, right? I cannot think like that. I can't think that every single trade is gonna be like my savior, you know what I mean? Like, there is no one trade that's gonna save everything. So I can't really look at it like that. But I am definitely 100% very pissed that this went all the way back up to break even. I did not really recognize this right here. But yeah, like, I mean, even if you look at the 3-minute, beautiful candle close on the 3-minute. Right here, we get this 3-minute order block, and we flip the 3-minute bullish gap for lower. Had you taken your entry on the CISD, you would have caught in like a top tick. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, it's pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I cannot complain. I executed. I did what I was supposed to. I followed my rules. I did everything to a T. This is just variance. It was actually a really good trade. It was a beautiful trade, and it did play out, just not to where I thought it would. So realistically, I should have TP'd at this low. Would have been a 2.2, which is still good. Still good. 2.2 risk to reward, still good. But yeah, it's just pretty brutal. But yeah, I really hope tomorrow we get some good PA like this. We get some better PA actually, because this was just terrible. Just straight shot up. But yeah, that's how you take a counter trend trade, right? So this 5-minute gap served to take us to these change in the state of delivery to give sellers a better opportunity to enter and short. And we sweep liquidity whilst tapping into a high time frame PD array. In this case, this is high time frame because we are trading on the 1-minute. So we tap into the high time frame PD array, we go lower before we go higher. It is standard procedure. I mean, when you are trending, you don't want to create low resistance liquidity like this, right? Here, you have a bunch of low resistance that price could just run through. But on a good move up, what do you want to see? You want to see, you know, some trends, but you also want to see us go lower, right? Before we can start the move for higher again, right? Notice how this low gets swept and we start to go higher. That is exactly what happened here. Bang, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, lower low, higher high, and we continue up from there. So, I mean, yeah, boom, higher low, higher high, and then we just keep going higher. So it's pretty textbook, pretty, you know, understandable, normal. Like, this isn't anything insane or crazy. Like, this is pretty, I don't know, bro, this is just trading. Yeah, there's really not much else to say in this video. It's a break-even trade. I explain the trade, I explain the analysis, going through the day and everything. I don't think I messed up. I don't think I did anything wrong today. I think today was pretty good. And I hope I can continue this for tomorrow and after. Hopefully pay out this Friday. If not this Friday, next week. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow I will have an actual win and it will not be another case of break even or a loss. I'll see you guys tomorrow.